Hello everyone, Okurikopshin here. So today the new gacha hits and are you excited for summers? Yes, of course, because I am so excited for summers. Okay, so we have new gacha, a new support guys, and everything we need to talk about. Events, support guys as well. So first off, we're gonna talk about the new characters. We have Summer Major McQueen and Summer Goship. I'll take a look at them one by one, starting with McQueen. The McQueen attribute doesn't change much. She can still run dirt and medium and mile. Not mile, maybe medium and long mostly. And as you can see, her skills kind of focusing on mile mostly. And yes, of course, the condition and my thoughts in text is gonna be displayed in the right side. So yeah, let's go. First off, we have W I already talked about, right? The bonuses she have is like 8% speed, 8% stamina, and 40% int, which is I would say pretty good for long distances. In the long distances meta right now is you need to max the speed, right? Of course, it's gonna be the thing you really want to max out with int, of course. So she's really good with int deck because int and speed bonus is one of the best thing you can have, and plus that with a little bit of stamina bonus to help you fill out the stamina as well when you want to run long. So this is, I would say, this is very good for most part. So the bonus is really aiming forward to being like a long distance swimmer in general, and probably good in guts in build as well if you think about it. But yeah, I would prefer some power bonus though. So for her ultimate is quite simple, right? So if you have in the later half of the race, right, have leftover stamina, you're gonna speed up, and that's all. It's kind of like the original Gold Ship ultimate, but it depends on your stamina. And I think the stamina, if you have a lot of stamina more than anything, you can speed up even more. So if you have a lot of stamina, she can speed up even more. So she's gonna be relying a little bit on a goal in the recoveries, I think. And yeah, and she just have the chance of that. She has this thing that only works in leader or long. This is one of the first skill that have two conditions, right? The first condition is to be leaders, and the second condition is to be on long distances. So yeah, it's a little bit of a bad thing, but this is also a good thing in this gold skill as well, because well, it heals a lot. It's like 7.5% if I remember correctly. But yeah, you need to not get a late start, but late start is not a problem most of the time anyways, and you're gonna get a pretty consistent recovery if you don't get a late start. Yeah, but the thing is, I'm gonna talking about the downside about this thing later on. And RG, this one is skill. This skill is a good speed skill for long distances. Again, as you can see, all her skills are like really focused on long distances. She also have focus to not get late start for her recovery as well the good speed skill that depends on the stamina. So her kits kind of synergize very well in and out of herself. But the thing about this character is she's too focused on long distances. As you can see in Umamusume, you don't want your Umas to be on the distance only. Like you can see that with Kitasang Black, right? Kitasang Black is too focused on being a long distance Uma, and you don't see her anywhere else that much, right? But if she is in long, if it's long distance, you're gonna see Kitasang Black, of course, right? Yeah, because that's where she excels at. But yeah, that's the thing. Like if you're looking at some of Marsensky or one type of ones, we using them a lot. I mean a lot of champions meeting, because they are really good at every distances. They can run mile, they can run medium, they can run even long distances. Some of them can even run dirt and maybe short distances, right? So they can run a lot of distances. That's why they are really good Umas to start with. And this about my queen is the actual opposite. She is gonna be only good on long distances and maybe medium if you kind of force her to, but you can't use any of her skill in the kit. So I don't think she's gonna be good on long that much. So I can't really cut out her point for that, right? She got everything that's good for long distances, but I don't think she will be top tier in the on her distances or see use in all her distances at all. In long distances, she got a lot of high score, but overall score got cut to 8 out of 10. I think she will be good, but I don't think she's that good for general use. I won't recommend rolling for her unless you really like her, of course. Okay, next up, Gold Ship. Gold Ship is pretty simple, but I'll talk about that later. So she can run mile as well. She has a mile C. It's not like a queen that a little bit stuck on mile, but she can run mile, medium and long, which is perfect for make a new track scenarios. And yeah, she is also focusing on long distances and medium distances. So yeah, the thing is, she has this for long and she has this for medium, right? So the gold skills for medium and long, right? And lucky 7, I don't know for why reason. For the bonuses, she have like 20% power and 10% in, which is pretty good, right? If you're running guts build or even a speed stamina build, this is one of her good bonus to have. Speed in stamina build is also good as well for her, because well, 0% speed is gonna suck her a little bit. You probably need 2 or 3 speed guard for that. But you don't need to bring any powers that the upside, so you can bring stamina guard instead, and then get like some in guard to help it, maybe throne and everything. But yeah, I really think the bonus are made really well. Like I really like the power bonus. Okay, so the ultimate is pretty easy. At the later half of the race, you're gonna get a speed up at some random moments. You can get it anywhere. After it's 50% of the race, right? You can just get it anywhere, and that always really easy. Okay, but you're not getting only speed, right? But if you get a gold skill that not on cooldown, okay, so skill have cooldowns, you might not know that, but yeah, if you use a skill, you can use double of the same skill immediately. So normally you will proc one skill per race, but with this all in mind, you're gonna break a little bit of rules here because well, she's gold ship. So after you get a speed up of her all random somewhere in the race, right? You also get one rare skill procs that's not on cooldowns. So what does this mean, right? So for example, you take this and it procs like really early in the game, like it's proc in the middle leg, right? You proc this in the middle leg, you get a speed up, right? And the cooldowns end. I'm not sure how many seconds the cooldown of the skills has, but yeah, they are possibly cooldown. But if you get into last leg, you all hasn't proc yet, and then you proc you out at the last 200 meter, you proc this gold skill again, you proc her all, and you proc this gold skill, she's gonna go fast, and she's gonna get that good. That's the ideal situation you want to be in. But in the opposite way though, if you proc this in the middle leg, and you proc it at the same time as the last bird, but it's a speed skill, right? So it's a speed skill, so if you proc it at the last bird, it's not gonna do anything much. But if you proc an acceleration instead, they are gonna do a lot. It's pretty random if you ask me. Like everything about her always random. She can proc any goal in her kits, right? If you got any goal in her, like if you got like 5 goals, they're gonna proc 2 of them. If you got like 8 goals, they're gonna proc 2 of them without any condition. They just proc. It's kind of good. If you imagine the only ideal situation, it's kind of good. But if you imagine a bad situation can happen as well, and that's her downside because like it's really random. I won't rely on her at all. It can be good, it can be bad, but some people who like Goshi probably kind of like this all a lot. But yeah, if you like this kind of characters, I mean, go for it. I just don't like it. Also, her all can proc green skill. If you get a green score, they can proc it. They can only proc orange or debuff or anything that have a cooldown basically. So yeah, that's about Gold Ship. The score I'm gonna give Gold Ship is around 8.5. I won't rely on her that much, but she is certainly good with the right builds and with the right luck. With the right guy who using them. Yeah, of course, it can be good. The animation on McQueen is really good though. Okay, next up we have support guard, right? Support guard we have Summer Brzezinski on her speed. So let's take a look at the numbers first, okay? So we have 25% on rainbows, 30% on mood, speed bonus 1, power bonus 1. Pretty good so far. These 4 looking really good. Starting bonds 30, race bonus 5%. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not good either. Fan bonus only 10%. I don't know why they put a 10% fan bonus on here. I would love like a 15 or 20%, but 10% is kind of low, but it's okay. Better than not having it. Hint level and hint thing, which I'm gonna talk about later. Specialty rate of 35, which is okay. It's not the best one. It's not one of the. It's not even okay, but at least there's something, right? Her passive is 5% training bonus when you get 5% more each training level you have in the training that she's in, right? So let's say that she's in an in training, right? Even if she is speed guard, right? She's in training, and your in training is like level 5, you're gonna get 25% training bonus on that int. So she's pretty good outside of rainbow as well. I think her numbers kind of checks out. Even if she doesn't have her own training bonus, she is gonna have her passive, which is okay and good enough. So yeah, her numbers really checks out pretty good. Okay, next up we have the hint, right? So let's just say first that all her hints are really good. Like this summer green is really good, and everything else is very good for runners. All right, for runners. I think she has like 10 hints, but like 8 out of 10 of them like really good for runners. So yeah, she's focused on runner, but remember you can use this on Summer Brzezinski, so you might want to consider that when you're rolling her, because well, if your main runner is Summer Brzezinski, you're not gonna get it. you're not gonna be able to use her for this. So yeah, let's try to be aware about that. About her goal's top runner is pretty good as well. Very good skill for runners, right? Again, I will cut her points out a little bit for being too focused on runners. Like her numbers are pretty average. It's pretty kind of good, right? If you're looking at her number alone, she'll be like 7 out of 10. But if you consider her hint, her skills, and everything, I think she can go up to 9.5 out of 10. I take a 0.5 out because she's too focused on runners. But if you're not a fan of runners, you can skip her, no problems. But if you really want to play runners, you probably want some good speed, right? The only downside for her is like 5% on race bonus, and when she's too focused on runners, to be honest. But yeah, it's pretty good. Everything is pretty good so far. At least she have the 5%. You probably need somewhere else to in your deck to get more race bonus in her. Maybe she'll be better even better in the next scenarios. I don't know that. But yeah, she's looking pretty solid, to be honest, for Summer Marcinski. All her skills are like really good. That's what I would say. And yeah, that's about it for Summer Marcinski. 9.5. Pretty much a good roll. Okay, but how about Nagayama Fiesta? Nagayama Fiesta. Okay, let's take a look at numbers first before actually getting to something, alright? 20%. Kind of bad, right? Everyone with 20%. Rainbow is not that great. Mood 60%. I don't know what to say about that. That's pretty high. Mood 60% is like one of the highest in the game. In bonus 1 is good. Okay. Training bonus 15%. Look at that. 15% is pretty hard for in cards. Bond 20, race bonus 10%. Oh, that's good. That's good. Fam bonus 15. Okay. And hint. That's a lot of hint. That's even more hint than some more sense. Skill point bonus. I mean, that's fine. I didn't prefer this, but it's fine. And in the 45. But to get the race bonus 10%, you need to be at level like 50. You need to maximate break her to get this 10%. So you're not gonna fully utilize it until maximate break. Okay, everything checks out so far. Like all her numbers kind of checks out. She doesn't have specialty rare though, so be mindful that she's not gonna be landing in your int that much. She'll be just go everywhere. She's go in every training. And the fact that she want to go every training is because of her passive, which I'm gonna explain now. The training she appears in have a 20% chance to have a 0% fail rate. So yes, it's ing. So yeah, so for example, if she's gonna be in like speed training, right? She's an inga, but she appears in speed training. That speed training has a chance to be 0% fail rate. So it doesn't matter how much energy you use or how much energy you have left. If she's in the training, you can just train her if you proc her skills. And the game's gonna tell you if you proc her skills or not, because the numbers appear in the training is gonna be 0% when you check it, if it procs or not. But if it's not proc, it's gonna show the fail rate. So yeah, you can check it before you actually train. So that's a pretty good, it's a good one. So overall, I think she's decent. I actually is kind of skeptical about her numbers when I look at her uniques and everything. I don't think she's gonna be that great, but until like if you're a gambler, right? If you can handle the 20% pretty good, I think she's gonna do you some business. And yeah, it's kind of high luck base. Okay, let's take a look at her hint because she has a lot of hint, right? This skill good, 1 good, 2 good, 3. This one is not that great, but it's okay. 3 good, 4 good, 5 good, and maybe 8. Okay, that's around 8, and that's around 9 skill. That's good. Okay. Monster hints are good, but there's too much hint in here. Same case as Marcinski, right? Damn, all this girl has too much hint. If you're looking for some specific hint, it's gonna be a little bit bad. But this one is more focused on betweeners, I think. If you're a betweeners, you probably want to use this. And about her skills though, let's take a look. Okay, her skills are gold version of that skill. It's a good skill, it increases a lot of speed, but it's also tie out your mass. Like, you're gonna sacrifice a lot of stamina for this. If this pro, it's gonna eat your stamina like a lot. So be careful with that. But overall, decent, not bad, not good. I don't think she's as good as Marcinski, but you can definitely use her pretty well. Probably 8.5 out of 10. Yeah, I think I can give her like 8.5. Yeah, Marcinski got a 9.5, but she's so good. But this one is not that great. So if you're new players, or maybe if you don't have a good speed or good in already, but this doesn't act the same as Fire Motion. She's not an in guard that focus on racing int. She's an in guard that focus on getting other things instead, right? You get her because of the passive, so please be mindful with that. Like if you think that I'm saying that this is a good in guard that increase in, no, she's not that great at increasing in status. She's good at everything. She have like good training bonus, she has like good race bonus, she has a good bonus, and she has a good passive that let you train in the thing that break the rules a little bit. In any case, she is not a good in trainer. Like if you're looking to max out in with one guard, she's not the job. She's not up for that job. But yeah, that job should be for Throne, not this girl. So yeah, that's about it for Nagayama Fiesta. Again, I have given all the score, but is it worth pulling this when 1.5 anniversary coming up? I mean, if you're new players and you're looking for like a good speed guard and a good in guard, I mean, Marcinski definitely a good speed guard. So if you don't have speed guard your own yet and you're looking for one spark, I think this can be a legit spark. Like you can just use this Umamusume, especially if you have a good runners. If you don't have good runners, just don't roll Umamusume. You're not gonna get much benefit off of her. But if you have like a good runners and you don't have a good speed guard yet, I think this is gonna be perfect for you to roll for Umamusume. It's pretty good. For Nagama Fiesta, I kinda skeptical. But I think she can be good in some certain deck, but I just don't like relying on ING too much. So I don't really like her. But she's not the guy that you should take for in training at all. Okay, next up we have the events, which we're gonna check out. So the new events card is around here, I think. It's Sakura Gino Gas, which I think I already talked about her in the stream, but it's fine. Gonna be checking out her again. So she is pretty unique for a gas card. Okay, let's see what it is. She has like 25% rainbows, right? That's pretty okay. It's in an okay range. She's not bad. Like 20% is bad, 25 is okay, and 30% is really good. And more than that, it's gonna be perfect. Yeah, one speed bonus, one gas bonus. Okay, I can take that. Even if there's no power bonus, I can kind of take that. Initial speed, initial power, initial gas. I don't know why they make like a lot of initial status onto this thing. Bond 30% and 65 specialty rate. Okay, that's pretty high. And her passive is, if your bond is more than 80, you got like a 10% training bonus. So she's gonna have 10% training bonus off this. So all the numbers kind of checks out for a trainer. She is very good at training us, by the way. But the thing that holds her back is this is not power bonus. I prefer power bonus than a gas bonus on this spot, but you can definitely use it. Another downside is she doesn't have race bonus and she doesn't have fan bonus. I don't know why they don't make her have that, but yeah, you're probably not gonna use her in mega new track scenarios. Maybe in the next scenario she will be good, but not now, not right now. So yeah, grab her maximum break and let's go. About her skills, Maya, focus on Maya and leaders. Pretty good skill actually. All them are good for Maya and leader position, but you're not gonna use it now, as I said earlier. Okay, and this one, yeah, this goes for Maya, but she cannot get Masen though. She can get a white version of it if you're not lucky enough. So yeah, be mindful about that, and we'll take about that later. And I think that's about it for today's videos. And yeah, oh, I forgot to lay out Gino. I think Gino is around 7 out of 10. She's very good at training Gus and everything, but she doesn't provide enough utility and everything to the deck, which is not really good for the meta right now. So you're not gonna use her right now. Maybe her score will go up when we change the scenarios and we see what we need in the next scenarios. So yeah, that's about it for this video. If you guys like the video or have any comments about this card, these characters, and how your pools go, feel free to drop it down below in the comments. If you like the video, like it, press that like button. You subscribe if you haven't done that yet, and we will see you in the next video. Goodbye.